All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champions taking on the champions from the NFC, the Minnesota Vikings. It has been a tumultuous 2 weeks, but it is finally time for football as we're underway in Super Bowl 62. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. 21.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. He completes this one to Mack. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch,
Here we go.
now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Alert! Quickstone, travel.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Here we go.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Shady weapon. I got you. 52 is the 12, fellas. Here we go. It's on field.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Here we go.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
21.
Garoppolo now. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, gun.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check three. 12.
Now Joe Mixon. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. Let's go. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Bring it.
First carry for Darius Geis. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hey, 4 down.
2nd down, Haskins. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
58, boy. 58.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. He'll let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Finding Knox there, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
50 Cent, Mike, 50 Cent. I'm on. 50 Cent.
3rd down, here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? Wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They'll run with Mixon. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
21. 21.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. 83 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Haskins on 1st down. Looking for Cooper. That's complete.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Darius Geis 53 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Garoppolo looks to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 33-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mixon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wait, 80! 54. Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Tight on, tight on, tight on. 11. Walk 54. Crunch time, defense. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Recon, 132 fighter.
Back to Mixon on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Mixon with a first down carry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Yo.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Tighten down. There you go.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's Geis. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I'm here all day. Undercut.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Snap comes in 1. Now Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, alert! 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 52's the mark, boys. 52.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
11. I got you.
third and long. It's Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Mack. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. Like 20! 65. Hey! Nice 7! 52, Mike, 52. 21. Hey, gun. Get on!
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. I got this. Check. Crunch. 13. Bang.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Making the catch is Sternberger. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw is Garoppolo. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Hey, gun.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, these two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On first down, this is Geis. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check. Out. Check 9.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
It's now 4th down and 1.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go with Geis. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. $14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
That's going to be a long day.
This is Geis. Down right around the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Stop here, D. Mike, 55. Right there. 55. You must be dreaming. Check 4. Check 3.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. It's caught. Cooper. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On the ready. Mike 55. Mike 55. Go up. Match. Right. Turn it. Kill.
Now a run with Geis. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. 58, boys, 58, 58. Mike, I got one. Go. Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that?
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Christian Kirk there to make the grab. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. On 2nd down and 4, Garoppolo. He completes this one to Mack. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And that's complete to Cooks. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Here we go. 180. Mike 54. Jati. 21. Here we go. Right there. 54.
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. It's caught left side by Cooks. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Garoppolo now. After the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Garoppolo again. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. That's Mack. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the delay, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive.
I'm coming after you. Check safety, check safety.
12, fellas, here we go. I got you.
Right there.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Check, check. Check your hot read. Jam, 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 jam. Go, go.
Second down, Haskins. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
6 man. Check girls, check. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Under 10. Heavy, 10.
Hey, alert 3.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. He's going to wind up in air into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And an alley to run. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Haskins now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Now Haskins on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And let's get in holes. 50.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And, oh, it's complete. What a catch at the 7. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Throwing again, here's Haskins. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Noah Fant there to make the grab. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover him? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You going to yell at me? You go cover him.
Haskins back to the air. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Garoppolo looking to throw. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Let's make these babies cry all the way, man.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here we go,
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
11.
SOS.
I got you.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Mack. Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped and picked up by the Chargers.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got Sternberger. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. He finds his running back, Mixon. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Go ahead, man.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he will find his man on the outside. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise or throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Hey, Alpha.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And now Garoppolo lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Following the turnover, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Mike's 57's Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay.
Set, baby. Set, baby.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. And they have done it. The Minnesota Vikings are the Super Bowl champions. And the Lombardi Trophy is going back to the land of 10,000 lakes. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.